Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Break the Fake, where we debunk fake news and combat false narratives. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee, and let's get rolling. Now, Russia is a country so deeply immersed in its own absurdity that it declared a meme a terrorist organization. Yep, you heard that right. The Belgorod People's Republic, or BPR, born as a cheeky Ukrainian joke, is now officially on Moscow's terror watch list. Somewhere in the Kremlin, a very serious bureaucrat stamped his decree, probably while giggling nervously at the Telegram meme compilation. Now, the BPR started as satire, poking fun at Russia's obsession with annexing imaginary republics like the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republic, and Ukrainians joked that Belgorod, conveniently near the border, should be liberated like that too. Now, there were memes, leaflets, and even prank flags urging locals to join the Republic. And now, in a surreal twist, Russia's Ministry of Overreaction has decided that this meme is a national threat. Slovakia seems ever more the rising star of the Kremlin fan club, where NATO membership is apparently just a formality, and EU solidarity gets traded for cheap gas promises. Since pro-Putin enthusiasts swept into power, Slovakia has been locked in a fierce competition with Hungary to see who can grovel more enthusiastically at Moscow's feet. Spoiler alert, it's a close race. Take Andrei Denko, Slovakia's deputy parliament speaker and unofficial ambassador of sausage diplomacy. Fresh from his awe at Moscow's grocery stores, Denko declared in a Russian TV interview that the EU lies about Russia's poverty and that Zelensky is nothing more than an actor in a green t-shirt saying give, give, give. He even suggested Bratislava play host to Putin-Trump peace talks because nothing says neutral mediator like a country whose leadership spends more time praising Moscow than addressing their own citizens' concerns.
Нам говорят, что мы покупаем американский газ, а на самом деле это русский газ. Нам говорят, что это не русская нефть, а это нефть из Азербайджана. Но мы же знаем, что это русская нефть. Так что нам и поляки не давали лететь над их воздушным пространством. Но мне потом рекомендовали посетить Варшаву после этого. Ну и сегодня демонстративной будет встреча Туска и словаков. И это коалиция, наша правительственная коалиция. Мы считаем, что мы говорим правду.
Вы сами начали про газ. Что будете делать с газом? Решение есть?
Мы относимся к этому вопросу как просто к шантажу. Для меня президент Зеленский — это не президент, это актер, опасный человек, который потерял все свои полномочия. Все время вот этот разговор в этой зеленой майке защитного цвета. Дайте нам, дайте нам, дайте. Их вообще не волнует то, что происходит у нас дома.
And then there's the Slovakian president, who was publicly snubbed by a student during an award ceremony, a mic drop moment for pro-Ukraine activists. The student wasn't impressed by populist promises of cheap food and gas, nor by the anti-Ukrainian rhetoric that's become standard fare in Slovakian politics.
Simon Omaník za zisk bronzovej medaily na stredoeurópskej matematickej olympiáde v Segede v Maďarsku. Martin Pistovčák za zisk zlatej medaily na medzinárodnej chemickej olympiáde v Riade v Saudskej Arábii.
Meanwhile, Hungary's Viktor Orban must be watching all this with envy, wondering if Slovakia's taken the lead in the best Kremlin brown-noser competition. Slovakia's move from NATO ally to Moscow's errand boy, and its political transformation has been nothing short of extraordinary. Just don't forget to polish those Kremlin medals before Hungary catches up, guys. The Russian propaganda circus never disappoints. Vladimir Solovyov, the Kremlin's top cheerleader turned accidental critic, is now whining on national TV about the 3-day special operation that's stretched into 3 years and counting. Apparently, even he's tired of pretending that everything is going according to plan. Solovyov's latest tantrum is a masterclass in self-pity. He raged about Ukraine's precision strikes on Russian soil, lamenting that we can't even keep our air defenses from letting debris turn into bonfires. But don't worry, folks. According to official reports, Russia is blowing everything out of the sky. Except, of course, for the missiles that just keep hitting strategic targets. Minor detail. And his real gripe, that no one in the Russian military seems to be accountable for anything. Can we pass a law already? take some responsibility? It's been 3 years, Solovyov demanded, as if he just realized that Russia's military strategy is as chaotic as its propaganda machine.
В официальных СМИ публикуют результаты ударов укронацистских войск вглубь нашей территории. Радостно публикуют пожары. Можно же принять закон или нет? Но просто ради интереса. Хоть какая-то ответственность есть? Мы хоть что-то вообще за 3 года, хоть чему-то научились? У нас ответственности нет ни за что. Можно взять и опубликовать, где стоят системы ПВО. Вот какой завод. Его координаты. Что он производит для военной промышленности. У нас вообще все можно. У нас можно все. Скажите мне, пожалуйста, кто у нас в стране отвечает за систему ПВО? В глубине территории. Если раз за разом идут атаки на Энгельс, и раз за разом мы блестяще справляемся с задачей, мы все уничтожаем, все сбиваем, но чертовы обломки каждый раз поджигают так, что потом в течение долгого времени надо тушить последствия прилетов обломков.
This is the same country that promised to wrap up its little operation in 72 hours, only to find itself bogged down, humiliated, and mocked on the world stage. Now, their propagandists are openly asking why their supposed superpower can't handle a few drones. So, cheers to Solovyov for accidentally exposing the mess he's spent years defending. Maybe next time he'll remind his viewers that those 3 days have turned into the longest punchline in modern warfare. Truly a masterclass in overpromising and under-delivering from the Kremlin. Russia keeps clinging to its Trump fantasy, and it's like watching someone desperately try to bring back a canceled TV show. On the latest episode of Kremlin Dreams of Donald, Russian state media speculates on how Trump will magically transform into Putin's perfect partner in dismantling NATO and abandoning Ukraine. Vladimir Bogdanov, the Kremlin's cheerleader in New York, waxed poetic about Trump's strength in making spontaneous decisions. Translation? We hope he wakes up one day and decides to give rap Europe for us.
Трамп человек, который всегда был силен принятием спонтанных решений. Давайте вспомним вот этот мусоровоз, который он оседлал буквально за несколько дней до выборов, а теперь даже собирается его привести на инаугурацию. Ведь это абсолютно была его спонтанная идея, и она гениальным образом сработала. То же самое с Украиной. Вот сейчас сидит Рубио, человек-ястреб, да, абсолютный персонаж из американского дипстейта, и транслирует те смыслы, которые, в общем-то, Трамп транслирует на протяжении, последних даже нескольких лет.
The propaganda machine even frets about Trump's potential advisors, like Marco Rubio, who had the audacity to call the idea of Ukraine returning to its 1991 borders unrealistic. Apparently, Rubio's focus on ending the war isn't radical enough for Moscow. They were hoping for something more along the lines of, let's give Crimea a standing ovation. It's painfully clear that the Kremlin sees Trump as their golden ticket, a wild card who might just undermine NATO and leave Europe in disarray. But here's the kicker. Trump, for all his unpredictability, hasn't exactly been the reliable puppet that Moscow dreams of. Yet, Russian propagandists keep clinging to the hope that he'll become their mascot, complete with a MAGA hat embroidered with Made in Moscow. So keep dreaming, Kremlin. Your desperation is showing, and it's as subtle as one of your state TV segments. Bravo, Russia. Never change. And with that, we conclude this edition of Break the Fake. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.